No, they're not conservatives. They're not liberals. They're equal opportunity haters. It's time for Rants in Our Pants with Dawn.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
And Krista.
And away we go.
A long time ago, in a podcast far, far away, Rants in Our Pants used to be live. But due to unforeseen circumstances of scheduling, acts of God, and other picture postcards, they were lost in the stream of the universe. But now, with the help of Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and a few ragtag rebels, they are back to come and tickle your ears in the only titillating way they know how. You have just entered the rant zone. Yeah, I know it just took a hard left from like what we were trying to do with Star Wars, but just really don't care. Welcome once again to Rants in Our Pants. It has been a while. Unfortunately, I don't think Krista's ever coming back. She's been kind of MIA for a while, but we'll just say, hey, she's always got a chair here at the show. That will never change. With me, as always, is Cortez.
What's up, people?
And always, well, maybe not always, she takes little sabbaticals here and there, is my wife, Amanda.
Hello.
And I, of course, am Dawn, and we're going to jump in with just a little financial news. I mean, I know Rants has taken a weird turn in our subject matter, and I kind of dig it. But in this case, financially speaking, we're going to talk Robinhood. And I'm not talking about the men in tights Robinhood. I am talking about the trading app and company that got in trouble at the start of the year because of the whole GameStop debacle. And, even though Robinhood is a easy to use app and you can definitely, find the stocks and or cryptocurrencies you want to, invest in, they've gotten into a lot of hot water, especially as of late. So let's go first with the key points. Okay. And I'm going to read this article from Mackenzie. I'm going to say this right. Sigalos. I don't know. From CNBC, where they touch on the fact that the feds have seized Robinhood CEO's phone as part of the GameStop trading probe, which, if you remember a while back, Robinhood got into a lot of trouble because they froze trading on GameStop back in January of this year when it was starting to blow the fuck up. All right. So here's the key points. Robinhood faces dozens of, oh God, what is that fucking word? Putative class action lawsuits and is under investigation by regulators, state attorney generals, the SEC, FINRA, other alphabets, and the U.S. Department of Justice following the GameStop trading freeze back in January that resulted in multiple trading restrictions for users. The company admitted those numerous litigation battles are expensive and time-consuming and could seriously damage the company's reputation and financials. So here's the actual article. Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev's phone was seized by federal attorneys in one of the stock trading apps company's many legal battles, it revealed in its IPO filing on Thursday. In a section outlining legal risks from investigations and subpoenas, the company noted that a related search warrant was executed by the USAO, God, lots of alphabets in this damn article, to obtain Mr. Tenev's cell phone. Here, USAO refers to the United States Attorney Office for the Northern District of California, which was investigating Robinhood's restrictions on trading during the meme stock flurry around GameStop and other stocks earlier this year. The company faces or has faced dozens of proposed class action lawsuits, as well as examinations or investigations by regulators, state attorney general, the SEC. Here we go again. But anyway, the SEC filing notes that the company has become aware of approximately 50 putative class actions related to the early 2021 trading restrictions. Robinhood restricted the purchase of meme stocks such as GameStop and AMC in January because the company did not have the capital required by regulators to cover the requested trading volume. The company ultimately tapped $500 million through its credit lines and raised $1 billion overnight in order to lift the trading restrictions. Investors have called the entire episode unfair, unlawful, and in court records previously reviewed by CNBC. Tenev has received requests for information and requests for testimony, and Robinhood said that the incident has resulted in negative media attention and widespread customer dissatisfaction. The company admitted these numerous litigation battles are expensive and time-consuming and could damage its reputation and financials, but due to the preliminary nature of all those proceedings, the company wrote, it is unable at this time to estimate the likelihood or magnitude of any possible losses regarding the matter. The company also acknowledged in its filing with the SEC that it had received inquiries related to the employee trading, or to employee trading. The IPO filing comes one day after news that Robinhood would have to pay a fine of $70 million. Marinate over that one for a minute, folks. $70 million to the FINRA for its system-wide outages and misleading communication and trading practices. Robinhood is a 5-time CNBC Disruptor 50 company that topped this year's list. Okay, so let's touch on the $70 million little. I can't even wrap my head around that.
70 million sounds like a lot, but once it get dispersed to people, it ain't gonna be nothing but like $20.
Well, that's it with all its users, probably, which at the end of the day ain't worth spit. But at the same token, though, when you look at the company itself, how much is Robinhood worth? And that's the part I want to know. I mean, to me, that is beyond a lifetime of money. That's 27 lifetimes of money. And they're getting hit with 70 million? I mean, I just can't. Let's see. Robinhood worth. They can afford it.
They could definitely afford it.
In 2017, they were worth 1.3 billion. In 2018, they were worth 5.6 billion. 2019, they were worth 7 billion, and last year they were worth 11.7 billion. Now, irregardless, I know one of my coworkers at my other job. He is heavily into Robinhood. He's got the Dogecoin there. He's got the AMC there. And when I showed him the article of the $70 million, he's like, I got to get out. Because I think he's afraid that they're going to collapse. But it just seems like with everything, it's like dominoes, I think. First was they didn't have the capital to match in January for the GameStop and AMC buying frenzy. Then it was kind of revealed that they were part of a lawsuit that I guess culminated in this, among other lawsuits. Then it was kind of revealed that they were kind of in conjunction with Citadel. Like, I don't know how. I really don't have all the answers to that one, but they kind of like are partnered in a way with Citadel, which is one of the big, I don't want to say fighters against, AMC from going through the roof as far as the worth of its stock, which right now I think it's sitting at $52.99. But basically, then you find out his phone was taken by the feds. It just seems like there's too many things falling over that make it look really shady, If I was paranoid, and I am, I'd be like, what's next? What's the next thing they're going to reveal about the company? I know a lot of people off of Twitter and Reddit that they say nothing, and I mean nothing but bad things about Robinhood. Now, you said you've been with them since what year?
I want to say 2017, 18. I'm gonna double check.
So basically, almost since their worth back in 2017 when they were only like 1 point something billion. But basically, I don't know. It just seems like there's nothing other than the user-friendly ease of which you can use their app. There's really not much good, really, with Robinhood lately.
I'm sorry, 2019.
Well, still, but what do you think? I mean, you're heavily into, well, I don't know how heavy, but you're heavy into Robinhood. Are you still down with them, or does this maybe change your thought process of maybe transferring to a different company?
Well, no, it hasn't made me want to change to another company. One, just hearing about that now, talking with you, but it wouldn't make me change just for the simple fact, because one, it's very easy for the users, and it's in the disclaimer that it's not the most accurate of the platforms, but it kind of gives you that safe zone to, like, play around with. Is one of the user friendlies, and directly it hasn't affected me except for that freeze up. That was the only time where my stock went up in a nice amount of value and I couldn't do nothing with it. I couldn't withdraw, trade, or anything.
Right.
And it was like that for about a week. So that right there bothered me. But as far as platforms, when you look at other stuff like E-Trader and all these other places, there's so many hidden fees. Robinhood has not hit me with any excessive fees. I don't think they hit me with any fees, because some places they want a percentage of your deposit or whatever the case is, or interest rate. If anything, Robinhood helps you make money. However, the value of the stock that you're looking for is not as high as you may see on the E-Trader or on another platform, Coinbase and stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean, for me, I'm a minimalist when it comes to the stocks and stuff. If I'm playing it safe, I say Robinhood is the way to go. Because business is business. It's just some people are actually getting exposed for it.
Well, let me add this in, because I remember I can't find the original article, but back when they and this was like 3-4 days ago, when they said the thing about the $70 million settlement that they have to pay, they mentioned a lot of it had to revolve, besides the GameStop freeze in January, it was also that they were very deceptive with information they were giving to their clients. Like, what they saw in their account wasn't necessarily true. For an example, like, say for instance, you thought you had like we'll just round it down, $50 of AMC stock. It said what you really had was like maybe 40, 35. They were kind of a little not forthcoming with a lot of information. And another thing that was, even though this was settled a while ago, but there was that one kid who killed himself because he woke up one morning and he looked at his Robinhood account and he was negative $750,000. And that was a mistake. And it was basically a misunderstanding of sorts. And that's putting it very lightly. But when he saw that, he basically thought he was fucked. So and again, this is the Cliff Notes version. I'd have to look it up, but he basically offed himself, and the family basically blamed Robinhood. So let me see if I can find it real quick.